Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 house building video, more so a penthouse building video because that's exactly what we're doing today. So it's been a while, I think it's been ages since I did a house building or any sort of building video on the channel. At least a few weeks, maybe a month, two, I don't know where it's been, but you know, in case you don't know, I've been traveling a lot. Like this year in general, I've been traveling a lot. Like 2016, full on with travel. I am not traveling again till next year now, so that's good. So I have some time to sit down and, because I mean, when City Living came out, I was away at PAX Australia, and I did a panel there, which you can watch here on the channel, where we talked about The Sims, and that was a lot of fun. But we were talking, I think we were talking about the Sims 4 City Living expansion pack on the panel. Like it was me and Deligracy, and we're talking about the expansion pack, but we hadn't played it because we were at PAX and it had come out the day before. Anyway, that's kind of the reason why I haven't really done any builds, because in case you don't know, builds take a lot of time and I haven't had a lot of time, but now I do. So I thought I'd start off with doing a full-on penthouse. Now I chose this because there's two penthouses in San Myshuno. This one here, which whatever it's called, is originally called the Stargazer Lounge, you can see the top left. Or there's the one over in the Fashion District, which is a much more, I guess, abstract kind of building. Like this is much more a standard looking building, right? What I really wanted to do was create a penthouse that just blends in with the building and looks like it's supposed to be, like it just looks like it's part of the building, not just a house chucked on top of a building. Because of course you could just build a regular house up here, which I think is pretty funny that you can do that, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to build, I basically want to extend the building and make it look like it is part of the existing building. So that's why I chose this one, because it's much easier to do. Now, this is a 40 by 30 lot, which is, in case you don't know, is freaking huge. So a lot of the space I dedicated to like outdoor balcony, outdoor living space as well, because especially if you're in an apartment, you'd want a lot of, as much outdoor space as you can get, especially in a penthouse when you have essentially as much room as you want. I decided, so up the top here, because there's a lot of flat roof space here, I thought it is the top of a high-rise building. So I thought it might make sense and be a little bit of fun just to have like all these aircon units running up here behind that sort of wall there, and then I'm even like sort of fencing them in here, so it's kind of like that's the sort of maintenance area. I thought that'd be a bit of fun, and I thought it kind of made a bit of sense because it is the top of a high-rise building and you got to put the aircon unit somewhere, so I figured it would go there. That's kind of just like the maintenance area, and I don't really put much else there. Then we have that sort of open lattice work, which I don't quite know why I went with that shape with like the diagonals and that. I don't know. I just sort of looked kind of cool, and it kind of does. so I don't know. I still don't know why I did it, but I like it. So anyway, so yeah, we have this huge balcony area down underneath, like all covered up, not covered up, but lots of shade. And then we have the one up top that has the swimming pool, which you might have noticed the swimming pool has windows on pretty much 3 sides of it. So you can, it's a really big, a crazy pool. Like imagine, I've never swum in a pool on top of a high-rise, like an infinity pool before. I've swum in pools in high-rises, but they're usually indoors and not that fancy. But if I ever get the chance to swim in an infinity pool on top of a high-rise, oh, that'd be awesome. That's when you know you've made it. If you've done that, comment down below because you have made it. Congratulations. There's no more for you to do. That is it. No, anyway, I just think that'd be really cool. You know what? I think that's going to be on my bucket list now. Swim in an infinity pool on a high-rise. Because infinity pools are great. My friend actually used to have one. He lived, his house used to be like on the edge of like a valley that looked down into like just a valley with like just a forest, like a bushland. And their pool was, I guess, yeah, well, it was an infinity pool because the water just ran straight off the edge. And it was really cool. But I mean, it's no high-rise looking over a city. Like that's crazy. Their pool was just kind of okay. I mean, it's cool, but it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the one of the interesting things here was me trying to figure out the layout because it is like every room in this place is colossal because this building is colossal. Well, this penthouse is colossal. It's supposed to be. I didn't want it because sure I could have crammed 8 bedrooms or 8 room for 8 Sims, but I didn't do that. I mean, it's definitely more an entertainer's home because there's a lot of living space. There's a lot of large table, large kitchen area, large living room, large balcony. Like there's so much entertaining space, but I only did 3 bedrooms in the end. So 1 master suite, 1 secondary double bedroom, and then 1, I guess, children or teenagers bedroom that has a couple of single beds. So you could get in theory, about 6 Sims living in here if you have 2 in each room. Or it's just 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So it's not super cramped. It's super spacious. I went the complete opposite way. I could have crammed a lot of stuff in here, but I didn't think that it didn't seem right. You know, like if you have enough money to afford a penthouse, I feel like you would have enough money to have this much space without the need to have that much space, if that makes sense. Also, one thing I kind of, I was going to say regret. I guess I do regret it. I didn't really leave any room to do like an entrance foyer. So like the elevator kind of just opens straight into the apartment, which is really cool. But when guests come over to visit, they kind of just end up in your house immediately and there's no front door. So I don't know. Depending how you feel about that. In real life, it's really cool because obviously you can only get to that floor if you have the right key. I don't think I've ever been somewhere that the elevator just opens into someone's apartment, or no, I don't think so. Or like a hotel room that does it. That's another goal. That's what I want to do. I want to go to, it's another thing to put on the bucket list. Go to someone's house, or I guess apartment, or stay in a hotel where the elevator opens directly into the room. Now that'd be cool. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't know how. I don't know where, but it's going to happen. Anyway, yeah, so I kind of wish I did have like a little foyer just so Sims didn't just rock up inside of your house. But I kind of figured that out afterwards. And by the time I did, I was like, it was a bit too late to change the layout because I liked the way it was feeling, liked the way it was flowing, and it seemed to make a bit of sense to me. Now, I did actually live stream a lot of this build. So this section here now, not all of the build, about half of the build I live streamed over on Twitch, which in case you don't know about my Twitch and my live streams, you can click down below. In the description of this video, there'll be like visit my website link. If you go there to my website, seriously, my website is the best thing in the world. I'm not saying this just because I made it, but if you want to find other stuff that I do, or find me elsewhere, my website is where you want to go, because my website links my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitch, my other YouTube channels. It has all my videos up there. It has all my live streams up there. It has all the computer hardware that I use, has all the software I use, all the cameras, like pretty much everything you want to know is up on my website. So in case you don't know about it, it is always linked in the description of videos. So if you want to know what kind of specs my computer has, you can click to go to my website. It's right there. And you can find me. Anyway, so really helpful. Go there because now that I'm also not traveling for the rest of this year, and actually I'm not traveling for a while, so that's good. I fully intend on live streaming a lot more, which should be very, very good because, this year I was looking back on it and I'm just like, I traveled, I think at least 9 times overseas this year, I think. Hang on. Let me think about it. I don't know. Like, anyway, the point is I traveled so much that it got to the point where most of the content here on the channel was like pre-recorded and nothing was just me recording normally, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think I felt kind of sad because it kind of takes away a lot of the feedback element, which I think some of you guys noticed. I mean, if you're watching this video completely randomly and you've never really watched my channel before, then this doesn't really apply to you. But those that watch a lot of my videos will know that I love taking feedback and suggestions between parts of Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff. But that's really hard when I need to record about 10 videos before going away or something like that. So I think my New Year's resolution for 2017 is not to stop traveling, but is to travel quicker, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the trips I did this year, I had an extra day or two on them to, I guess, just for a bit of extra time. So I think I just want to do the trips a little bit quicker. I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's a shame really because it takes away a large part of YouTube, which is the interactive part, right? And getting all the feedback, and that's what I love about it. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. That's one of my goals is to make sure I don't lose that, because I feel like this year maybe we kind of did with some of the Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I think we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go in 2017. I can't believe it's December. I cannot. It was only the beginning of the year, like yesterday. I swear. That's cool. Although if you're watching this in the future, again, it doesn't really count. So let's stop talking about time-sensitive stuff. So the idea with the layout of this house is that we have this secondary... So we have the kitchen and dining basically in the heart of the house. It's right in the middle. So that's like the perfect space to entertain. You have the kitchen right there, the dining table right opposite. And then to the right of the entrance where you come up the elevator is the main living space that has the big windows out over the city. It's in the corner. You get this huge, this beautiful view, loads of light. The TV's in there, big room. Then we have this other smaller living space. I say smaller, it's still freaking colossal. Like it's still really big because it is a penthouse. Just off to the left there, which is a little bit more private, but you still have those big windows that actually look into the swimming pool. Like, I mean, the windows go into the pool, which I think is really quite cool. Oh, that rhymed. Yeah, so it's just a little bit more private. There's a grand piano in there, there's all the bookcases. So it's more of like a sitting, reading, sort of, I guess, creative zone, or just a space to go and think. A little bit further, not further away, but a little bit more private, even though it may still be very, very open, if that makes sense. One thing that really annoyed me about this kitchen, and it is still a problem at the very end, for some reason, the cabinets, no matter how I put in lights, the cabinet, like the cabinets that go on the wall, were always a darker color than the ones on the ground. What am I thinking of? Cabinets and I don't know, counters. That's the other word. The counters on the ground, like you can see that they're proper color. Then the cabinets on the wall, they're the same color, but the lighting is not. It wasn't working, and I was like, "What is going on?" And it was still a problem at the very end. So I kind of apologize for that, but I didn't know how to fix it. The lighting was just being really weird. The kitchen I actually struggled with for a long time, trying to get the right colors and all that. In the end, I kept it pretty simple, but you'll see it like unfold and all that. A lot of this build, and if you were watching live on Twitch, a lot of this build, my motto was, less is more, especially in something like this, because it's supposed to be a huge, classy, just, I guess, elegant penthouse. It's not supposed to be a small family home cramped with lots of little things here and there. Like your rooms are so big that the rooms themselves are kind of the decoration, right? Like the architecture and the shape to the rooms and the flooring and the walls that you do are kind of decorations themselves. So I didn't think, and when I got to a certain point of furnishing these, and I was like, you know what, that looks good. I think if I add any more in there, it could just get out of hand. So I think it turned out quite nicely. You can see here, I spent so much time I was just like, what am I doing with this kitchen? And I kept leaving it and then kept going back to it because I was not sure. The kitchen was definitely the biggest challenge in this build for sure. Anyway, here is the main living room, which we're trying to figure out now because I wanted to get in the big curved TV that came with City Living. So that's the big new one. I was going to put it in the corner, but then it didn't really make any sense. And it sort of just ate up a lot of space. And that you'll see the problem here is we have so many windows. There's so many windows, there wasn't really any room. But I figured putting it on that little wall piece there actually worked quite well because then it covers up some of the windows. But I mean, again, the windows are so big, I don't think it really matters. And the art of this world, like just looking out those windows is so awesome. It's really, really cool. I wanted to get a bar in this build. I never actually did get a bar in, but I think there's plenty of room to. Upstairs by the pool, there could probably be a bar. And then there's a lot of balcony space. That's another problem I found with this build is that there's not a lot of stuff you can put out on balconies. Like, sure, you can do outdoor seating, outdoor dining, but a lot of the outdoor related items are, you'd put on your lawn. Like you can't really put children's play equipment on a balcony. It seems like it doesn't make much sense. And then there's also like the bird feeder, which on a skyrise, that doesn't sound right. High rise? Is skyrise a word people use? That doesn't sound right. But for some reason I said it. Anyway, on a skyscraper, skyrise, that doesn't, is that a word? Skyrise Scaffolding is a company. Yeah, maybe skyrise is a word. It doesn't sound right. Anyway, but yeah, bird feeder on like a skyscraper, I'll say, because I feel like that sounds better. Doesn't really make much sense because I don't think birds would go up that high just to go to your bird feeder. Ooh, yeah, got a Twitch chat recommended getting a Christmas tree in because it's Christmas time almost. So I thought it'd be a bit of fun. It comes in that free holiday pack that they sort of update every year by the seams of it because they've updated it twice now, I think, because they originally had the holiday pack in, I guess, 2014 when the game came out, and then they updated it last year, and they updated it this year as well, adding new items in, which is really cool. This is a free little pack that has holiday items. It's quite nice. Anyway, yeah, so the bird feeder didn't really make any sense, and you can't have a bonfire on a high-rise either. that doesn't make any sense because you'd burn the building down. I'm pretty sure having a bonfire would be against the the building code there. And then you could have a barbecue though. That would be fine. But there's just not a lot to put out there. There's like hot tubs, seating, dining, and that's about it. Like, and then like it's the yoga stuff. But there's just not a lot. I mean, I guess what else would I want to put out there? Is the question. Maybe exercise equipment? I don't know. I just realized when I got to furnishing the balconies that, hey, either I made these too big or there's nothing to put out here. I'm not sure which one it was. But anyway, the balconies, they're not nice. I'm quite happy with them, but I don't know. I would have wanted to put more out, I guess. Some of the new pictures, actually, in City Living. Because this is the first time I've actually been through the build buy catalog. Because if you guys have been watching my Let's Plays, every episode I'm like, I still haven't looked at any of these items. And they were all still highlighted as new because I hadn't clicked on them yet. So this is like, this build was kind of the first time me going through all the new stuff, which is quite funny because it's been out for a long time now. I think almost a month. I think it's been out. Yeah, I just have not had time. It's been crazy, absolutely insane. Like since this came out, I went to Melbourne for PAX Australia, and then I went to London for the launch of Planet Coaster, and then I went to Adelaide last week, and it's just been crazy, absolutely crazy. That's why the videos have sort of been here and there. So I apologize for that, but should be getting back to a little bit more normal now. Anyway, just playing around with all these pictures. One thing that did annoy me is that, like these specific paintings were all separate items. Like those canvas ones were all separate items, even though they're exact same shape. They could just be different recolors. And then they had a different one for small and large. So then you had like a billion of the same. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I don't know why they did that, and it really annoyed me because it just fills up the catalog with the same item. Anyway, oh yeah, that little living room here, I accidentally stumbled upon the most beautiful color scheme. Not right now, it's not the best at the moment, but you'll see in a minute. Because at the moment it's got that sort of sunset orangey kind of rug that blends in with the floor, which is all right, but I don't think it's the best. Wasn't super happy with that. But we get these sort of pinky colors in there, and you get the blue and the pink, and then the rug, and then the wall. I mean, look at that. I was so happy with that. I think that looks so nice. Like it looks so much nicer than it did before. That rug, the painting, the little flowers, the wall at the back. It just I did that by accident, but I was really happy with it. And people watching live also really liked it. So I was like, yes, I did something right for once. Yes. Making sure to get a bunch of curtains around the place. I love that they have all the sort of full-size curtains to fit all those windows, because often you'll see them add in windows and never add in curtains. I also tweeted out, I guess the other day now, what did I tweet out? Which, by the way, make sure to follow me on Twitter at James Turner YT. You can find it on my website, as I shouted out earlier. I tweeted, list of things we need more choices for in The Sims 4. Sofas. Oh my god. There are no good sofas in this game. And if there's only like one or two that I ever use. And I'm specifically referring to like the 3-seater sofas. Even the 2-seater sofas, there's more of them, but there's still not enough. Like there's no like regular looking sofa. There's like one, but it's really uncomfortable and really cheap. And it doesn't look that good. We need more sofas. The second thing was beds. We need more beds. Thankfully, with Vintage Glamour stuff, I think that's what it's called, that's coming out soon, or it's already out, depending on when you're watching this, that has a couple more beds in it. This pack also had a few beds, which is quite nice, but we still need more. Like, there's not enough regular looking beds that have enough sheet variation. Like, I mean, it's just not enough. Then I think the biggest thing for me, and it was something I certainly noticed in this build, was kitchen cabinets. There's just not enough kitchen stuff in the game. Like, there's like a few, again, it seems like the same problem. There's like 2 kitchens that I ever use, like the standard base game kind of modern-y contemporary looking one, and then the cool kitchen stuff one, and then that's it. Unless I'm building a house that maybe is a little bit more traditional, then I'll use one of the other ones, but there's just not enough kitchen cabinets, or just, I don't know, it's just really weird. It's really weird. They just haven't expanded that category. I think it's just, it's a combination of, for me, I think not having the freedom of color choice like we had in The Sims 3. And then, well, it's not really a combination. I think that is the problem. I think that is the problem. No, it's the freedom of color choice, because when you choose the color of cabinets or beds or something like that, they always come in pairs. Like the swatches are never separate. So the sheets always come with the bed frame, which still drives me insane because even The Sims 2 didn't do that. It should be separate or just give me more choices. Either way is fine by me. Like, it's just not enough. It's just not enough because, and you guys have pointed this out to me before, and I know I'm totally aware of it. Like, a lot of the stuff that I furnish will end up having the exact same color scheme. And the reason for that is because that color scheme works and it looks good. And if I try to do something different, then it doesn't match with anything. I had a lot of trouble with this room as well, actually, just trying to get everything to work. I don't know. I think that's, yeah, sofas, beds, kitchen cabinets. More options, because I just keep using the same thing over and over again. Over and over. Anyway, so that's that. That's what I tweeted out, which you should go like and retweet, because the more attention it gains, the more they'll be like, oh, okay, hang on, people agree with this. Right now, it's doing pretty well. Over 100 retweets, 750 likes. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that's my best tweet ever. As far as I'm aware, so I'm quite happy with that. That's quite good. I don't think I've ever had a tweet better than that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really remember. But yeah, no, just more stuff. More stuff. Even if it just meant more stuff packs more often. I don't know. Because I think stuff packs are good. They are, because they add specific sets of items that all go with each other. There's a new style, new color swatches, and the stuff packs I find are usually pretty good at matching with existing stuff as well. Like they tend to make sure that the stuff they add in has like, I guess, a basic color swatch that will match most anything, which is really good. But then they have the sort of more, I guess, what do you call it? Exotic color selection, which it definitely looks to be the case in vintage glamour stuff. They have a lot of like black and gold and silver and all those kind of colors. And then they just have like sort of muted regular colors as well, like whites and blacks and just standard. So I think it should be pretty good. Hopefully it will add some nice variety to everything. I'm hoping. Really, really hoping, because we need some more stuff. Anyway, so doing the ensuite bathroom here, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Again, the color scheme wise, it ended up being pretty simple. Just using those new tiles. I used some of the new wallpaper in there as well. Just keeping it pretty simple. I mean, this whole place is huge. It's just supposed to be, fairly just classy, spacious. Using the new sort of kind of creepy toilet. I don't know if I like the toilet because it's kind of funny, but it's really creepy. I don't know if you guys see, I've pointed this out many times, and if you've been playing with the toilet as well, like if you've been using it in your game, you'll know as well. But just like when your Sims go to the toilet and it has like that little eye on it, and the eye will like look down when your Sims go to the toilet, it's just like, ugh. There's no way I could use, if that toilet was real, there's no way I could use that toilet looking at me, because all you could think about is somebody is watching from somewhere. Why would anyone want to see that? I think that's got to be the least attractive thing that humans do, right? Is just relieving themselves, right? Like, seriously, that can't be. No, I say that, but then there's definitely people that, I think we're getting off topic here. Let's not talk about that. The toilet just creeps me out. There's no way I could use it. Anyway, doing the second bedroom here, which is just another double bedroom. I guess could be for, adult children, teenagers or something. Just a standard kind of bedroom, nothing too crazy. I did add like a guitar in here and that, and lots of wardrobe space, as you can see. I didn't know that rug there that I scaled up, that sort of, fluffy, furry kind of looking rug. It was a tiny rug. And I didn't know that was in the game until like people in the live stream pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, because it scales up really, really well. It does. It's scaled up really well, and I think we used it in the living room. I can't remember. I've been talking about so much, just going off on tangents. I don't really know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I kind of made this room seem a little bit more casual. You can see, but I put up those like movie posters and that. So I guess it's kind of more a teenager's room, but you could easily repurpose this into like just an adult's room or something. I don't know. Adults can have movie posters. I mean, I'm technically an adult and I have posters all over my room. So you know what? Yeah, it could be an adult, but I don't know. It just seemed more geared toward a teenager. But then, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I guess I'm 22, but I really don't feel like an adult. Maybe I'm not. I'm still a kid. I'm a kid. Whoa, drop that. Yeah, I'm not very professional. You know what? I don't know. It's for anyone. Anyone can go in there. Why not? And this was more so directed at a children's room. I wanted to get that rug in somewhere. I thought it'd be a bit of fun. This room is more of just a bit of a higgledy-piggledy, just a bunch of wardrobe, bunch of posters, the dollhouse, stuffed animal, had the little Don't Wake the Llama table that I put in just a moment. It's just a bit of fun, this room. Just a lot of stuff. Just fun for kids. It's kind of like the parents or whoever, I don't know, whoever lives here. It's kind of, they're just like, hey, you can have all this stuff. Just keep it in your room. Don't put it anywhere else in the house. I don't want to see it. That's kind of what that bedroom is, right? It's like, here's all this stuff, enjoy, but don't let it leave your room. We want to keep the rest of the penthouse nice and clean. Thank you. Just doing the second bathroom there. Again, nothing too special. Just everything you need. This place is spacious, it's classy, and I think that's what I really like about it. It's pretty simple in terms of the furnishing, but there's some nice little elements here and there. This is where I realized how big I had made these balconies when I started putting the seating on it, and it only took up a tiny corner, and I was like, ooh. Ooh, I've got nothing to put here. There's no recliners in this game. I always use, unless there are, I didn't actually check very well. I don't think there are. But I always use those sort of massage chairs from Spa Day as like that. Imagine that being a recliner or something. Decided to use, of course, the basketball hoop and the basketball court came with City Living. So it made a lot of sense. So I chucked it in there. Just got the sort of half court, whatever you call it. The thing is, I used to know everything about basketball. I used to be all about basketball. I was actually really good at basketball too. This was when I was a kid, though, of course. I was like, I think I did it from 8 till 12 years of age. And I was actually really good. The reason I stopped is when I broke my knee. And then when I broke my knee, I started playing video games a lot more. Because I broke my knee and it was like kind of the start. Well, it was near the end of the year. So it was springtime for us, going into summer. It was springtime and then it went to... I think... Yeah, because I broke my knee. And then near the end of the school year, so for us that is, December, it's going into summer. Pretty much right near the end of school, when summer started up, I was able to start walking again, but I couldn't do any sport because I had to go into rehab for about, I don't know how long I did rehab for, maybe about 6 months or something. No, it wasn't that long. I was a kid. It was probably like 8 weeks or something. No, I don't know. Anyway, I had to do rehab for my knee to get back to normal. So I couldn't really do anything the whole of the summer. So that's kind of when I really stuck myself into video games. And then I stopped doing sport after that. And then I wasn't very good. Also, I didn't really want to do basketball after that because my knee actually really hurt most of the time. My knee's fine now, like 10 years later. So, although sometimes it kind of hurts. But anyway, the point is, I used to be good at basketball, which might shock some of you knowing that all I do now is play video games and sit on my butt. But, fun little story. So, used to be good at that. Also used to be good at rugby union. I used to be quite good at that. I used to be very fast at running. I'm definitely not now because I'm definitely have not done a lot of running in recent years. So anyway, fun little fact. So the swimming pool area up here, just getting more of those sort of massage chairs to sit back on and relax. I think that'd be a really cool swimming pool to have, because it'd also be kind of creepy, because if any of those windows cracked, you're not going to be fine in any situation. If the windows crack into the living room, your whole interior is ruined. If they crack off the side of the building, you're flowing out and falling to your death. If they crack onto the balcony, then your balcony's ruined. And you might also still flow off and fall to your death. So really, it's a bit of a scary swimming pool, but you'd hope that was engineered properly so that it wouldn't break. Anyway, screenshots. Let's stop talking about dying in that swimming pool. Yeah, so you can see I really tried to blend this build into the existing building, right? So it looks like the top of that building, not just like a house or something that's completely different plonked on top of it. That's what I didn't want it to look like it didn't fit. I really wanted it to look like part of the building, like it fit in, like it was supposed to be there. And I think I really achieved that, and I'm really happy with the look of it. Here's the downstairs sort of balcony, which I really liked. You have that the seating area there with the fireplace and all that. The basketball court there, just shoot some hoops. So you could be shooting hoops and someone could be swimming in the pool. That's the elevator to get up to the apartment there. I love that angle there, the view out over the skyline. Just looking out over there. There's another angle looking back through. You can see where the kitchen is there. The entrance, a huge Christmas tree. I scaled that up as well. Really big, spacious dining area. Again, fantastic views out of the window. There's the kitchen. Don't mind the cabinets. The kitchen, I don't know. I'm still not 100% happy with that. As you can see, it did look a little bit blank. I apologize for that, but I really couldn't get it to work. I think you guys could probably get that kitchen looking tip top. I think you really could. Because I don't know. I couldn't get it. I could not get it. There's the kids' room, or I guess it could be an adult's room. That could be my room. I don't know. Here's the other room with the guitar, a bunch of posters in it. I think that room's quite nice. Has the one window there. And this room, the master bedroom. I love the windows in this room. Look at the light that it brings. I love that. That would be such a phenomenal room to have. I mean, it'd be a nightmare closing all the curtains all the time, but I guess if you had that much money, you could get like the just automatic curtains. So you just press a button, it goes, and that office there as well. Look at that corner space there. And there's another angle there. Got this is kind of like the rumpus room up the top here. Got the big theater screen, and just the floor plans there. But you can download this over on the Sims 4 gallery, so you can click the link down below to go download it. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.